Good evening from London, and it's not a particularly great evening here in London. And hello to all dear comrades, friends, and supporters from me, Dr. Dermot Hudson, the chairman of the British Group for the Study of the Juche Idea, chairman of the Korean Friendship Association of the UK, and the official delegate of KFA for the UK. President of the Association for the Study of Songun Politics of the UK, and of course, the owner of this very self-same channel, Songun 007, the militant voice of Songun and Juche in the UK, defending people's Korea with no ifs or buts. And I think, the sort of biggest item of news about the DPRK that sort of hit the headlines in the last few days is the successful operation that the DPRK has conducted against South Korea, sending balloons laden with rubbish and certain other kinds of materials into South Korea. And I was very amused to hear that one balloon had landed on top of the Japanese embassy in Seoul. That's a good place, a good place for it to be. The Japanese imperialists thoroughly deserve that. And, I think it's quite appropriate and fitting that the DPRK has sent balloons full of SHIT into South Korea, because that is what South Korea is. It's one giant SHIT hole. It is a cesspit of total capitalist decadence. So the DPRK has successfully carried out an operation to fly balloons filled with rubbish and other stuff into South Korea. The South Korean puppets had already been warned of this by the press statement of the DPRK Vice Minister of National Defence on the 28th of May. The DPRK has merely responded to the South Korean puppets' provocative action of flying balloons full of rubbish into the DPRK. And it should never be forgotten that back in 2022, the South Korean puppets sent balloons infected with COVID-19 into the DPRK, sparking an emergency situation that lasted about 2 months and caused the deaths of several dozen people. Luckily, it was thanks to the socialist system and the prompt action of respected Marshal Kim Jong-un and the DPRK military that the death toll was not a lot higher. But that is, as we say, another story. Now the South Korean puppets, are very angry about this, and they're kicking up a fuss, even talking about referring the matter to the UN command, and even saying it's a supposed violation of international law. I mean, I would like to ask, where is the international law that says anything about flying balloons, full of SHIT anywhere? Where is this international law? I think the South Korean puppets are totally mad. Comrade Kim Yo-jong, the Vice Director of Department of the Central Committee of the Workers' Party of Korea and an outstanding female leader of People's Korea, made a statement which exposed the double standards and hypocrisy of the scum-like South Korean puppets who've cried about the people of the DPRK sending rubbish to South Korea, but have repeatedly sent balloons filled with rubbish into the DPRK on many occasions. And, these were part of South Korean puppet psychological warfare aimed at overthrowing the socialist system. They were even sending dollars into the DPRK in the hope of trying to bribe people in the DPRK. The South Korean puppets and their Yankee overlords claim that this is the freedom of expression, but they do not like it when the DPRK has used the same tactic against them. As correctly pointed out by Comrade Kim Yo-jong, and I quote, "The ROK clans must be subject to due pains as they try to scatter leaflets, the political agitation rubbish, slandering the idea and system of the DPRK, regarded by all its people as sacred, and inject their mixed ideas raised at cesspools to the DPRK and made serious mockery of our people by scattering the cheap money and trifles which even mongrel dogs did not like." End of quotation. These words are indeed incisive criticism of the hated South Korean puppet regime, which is trying to overthrow the socialist system of the DPRK by psychological warfare and by ideological and cultural infiltration. The ROK puppets, the South Korean puppets, cannot stop the people of the DPRK from sending balloons into South Korea. We support the just retaliatory action of the people of the DPRK against the hated South Korean puppet fascist regime. Down with the South Korean puppet regime. Destroy the South Korean puppet regime. Full solidarity with People's Korea in its struggle against the South Korean puppets and US and world imperialism. Listening, comrades and friends, if you're not already a subscriber to our excellent channel, Songun 007, please consider subscribing. Tell all your friends about the channel and share content from it as widely as you can. And also, we have published many books defending the DPRK. There'd be a link in the description. And you can also donate money to KFA UK and myself. The links in the description. And lastly, the best way you can support us is actually by turning up at our events, such as meetings. We're going to picket the Yankee Embassy and South Korean Puppet Embassy in June. Details will be confirmed, and we will put those details on our social media. Anyway, thank everybody for their attention today, and have a great day, and see you all again soon. Cheerio, comrades.